Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box. Fresh out the box.
I don't think they've copyrighted or trademarked that. So
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Fresh Out the Box Plays Icons, a game from Steve Kenson. I am the Game Master Extraordinaire, Johannanon.
It's me, Casualty CDG. I'm the co-host of Fresh Out the Box and Fresh Out the Podcast, which is a new podcast that we do. There's movies and streaming shows every single Sunday. Me and Jahan talk about movies and stuff to you. But today is Wednesday, and that means we're playing Icons, and I'll be reprising my role as the teleporting duplicator traveler, aka Ryan Richards.
And I am A.D. Springer, also known as Corbidian. I'm a tabletop role-playing game and a video game variety Twitch streamer. And I am reprising my role as Wolfgang Aidendale, the hero from Beyond the Shadow.
I am Erin Bamia. You can find me at ErinDippity-Doo on Twitter. I am developing New Varden with Adventure Slaying Productions, as well as co-hosting the Adventure Slaying podcast, besides appearing here, where I'm playing Mimic, or Kyria Bentor, who's a power-stealing military badass.
And hi, everybody. I'm Rune, and you probably can't find me online anywhere, which is just the way I like it. I'm an older gamer who's laser focused on superhero role-playing games in specific, but all role-playing games in general. And tonight I am playing Duskwing the Dangerous, as usual. And tonight we're going to go plus ultra.
Copyright Japan.
Yeah, and
The
trademark.
country of Japan, yes.
Yeah, the country of Japan.
The entire country of Japan.
So first off, before we get started, thank you so much, Vampire Bites, subbed for 13 months consecutively. Greatly appreciate
Wow,
you, friend.
thank you.
This is our friend Sean, and they are awesome, and we greatly appreciate your support. And I don't know what else to say. Thank you so much. And also, Jenny, it's less impressive because she's my girlfriend, but she's been subscribed for 17 months, and
No, that's
we're
also
like
great.
really close to a hype train, which is cool. So get those. You don't have to do anything, but subs and whatever can trigger the hype train. So just FYI. But yeah, so where we last left off, we had some players missing last time. And that's fine. It happens. Our two heroes here, Rune and Corbinian, you followed the robot, the god bot, into the mines. He transmuted a hole, and it opened up into some sort of mine system that you guys had no idea was there beneath the city. Very quickly, you guys are the only ones that saw this. After he landed, he saw that you guys followed, so he used his powers to just create a mess of tunnels. He just ate a bunch of walls away, made a labyrinth happen. You guys got lost. He got separated from you and ran away. Oh, we got a hype train! Woo woo!
Yeah.
Excellent.
Everybody pretend to do your hands like at the club.
There you go.
Hey, if you participate in the hype train now, you unlock emotes. Yay, forever. For use on
Thank
any
you, Aaron.
server. But hell yeah. A hype train. This is a great way to kick off the stream. Thanks, everybody.
Sure.
But yeah, so you guys got separated from the Godbot. Later, the Godbot managed to resurface, but not before our heroes, Gary, Aaron, and Jordan, found a pattern to these things. Reading the mangas, that this creature seems to be thanks, Vampire Bites. More bits. The manga that he's been basing these things off of, Full Metal Alchemist. I went with a real manga. I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, I should have used a fake manga. Then it could have been anything. But, I liked the fact that if you knew the manga, you could, draw conclusions about what's going on. But yes, so you guys were able to find another one of these machines by following the circular pattern that you believe he's trying to draw in the sky with these machines. It seems like he's trying to make a giant transmutation circle to turn the entire city into a Philosopher's Stone. But, of course, why would that work? It wouldn't. So, you don't really know if you're in danger, and you don't know what to think about this Godbot. He seems to have a real screw loose. During this, after you found the platform, you guys set up an ambush. It was pretty successful, but the robot had pilfered a power source from the high-tech weapon-dealing gang that you guys had encountered, led by El Diablo. He chased the robot back to the storage center, and a gang fight ensued, ending with the Godbot escaping and all of the minions being beaten. I believe Gary saved all of their lives because Diablo went berserk and burnt the whole place to the ground maniacally. Which was fun. It was a fun day. So yeah, you guys then decided to pay a visit to Mary Steele, the creator of the Godbot, to ask just what the hell is up with her creation. It seems her theory, anyways, is that his data was incomplete during the upload. He tried to supplement knowledge of transmutation and was unable to deviate fact and fiction. So he took this manga as gospel and thought that it was real, and it became his life. So you guys decided to set a trap by putting false clues to the answer of everything being at Eldridge Hollow on the internet, hoping that with his super internet skills as a robot, he would be lured here into a trap. Did I leave anything out?
No, that sounds about right.
So I'm going to open up with Duskwing and Wolfgang. You guys emerge from underground. The setting sun is blinding. But you make it out, no harm, no foul. As soon as you exit the mines, your phone just ba-dum, like 1,000 text messages, missed calls, that kind of thing. Just hits you all at once. Okay. What are you guys doing?
Would we be able to correctly identify the area underneath as an actual dungeon? We were really...
It is a mine of some kind. It seems to be a cave system and some actual old defunct mines.
Okay, so he basically hollowed out areas that connected to an actual old mine.
Yeah, he just
and then
opened up
Corbinian and I explored it, thinking it was related to his crazy plan, only to eventually discover that it wasn't probably related.
Not this tunnel, no.
A wild goose chase, literally. Okay.
No.
All right. So our Corbinian, and my apologies, is Captain Cosplay and I actually together?
Yeah. You guys were
Okay,
together for hours underneath this place. So it was a real
we've been
bonding
getting to know each
experience.
other.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. So, can you see in the dark?
No, I do not have that ability, unfortunately.
You know, it's funny, but along with all this vast raw power that I've gained, seeing in the dark isn't one of the things I got either. You know, maybe we should do something about that. Maybe we'll be able to find our way out of here if we do something about how blinded we are down here.
I don't mean to speak for Wolfgang, but in my mind, seconds after you were in the dark, he pulled out like an old school torch.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like that's what happened in my mind.
So that's why I have this wave.
All right. Well, clearly this has just been a way to make us waste our time, and boy, has it succeeded. How about, I mean, I don't know how good you'd feel about this, but I could try to rustle up a magic spell to just try to get us out of here, back to the surface. We've been down here too long.
That is most likely wise. It's entirely possible that some mystical means may have turned our path, and retracing our steps, as much as I did mark the various walls we passed, we would have to traverse quite a bit of tunnel before we even got to our starting point.
Right. That's why I'm thinking maybe we should just, skip going all the way back the way we came. I mean, I can probably rustle up a spell that'll teleport us like several miles above the city. And since I can fly, we'd be fine after that. What do you think?
We need to. I believe that is the best course of action, since that will allow us to reconnect with the rest of our party in the shortest amount of time. One hopes, anyway.
Alrighty then. Jahan, I would like to activate my control magical power skill, control magic, with my magic mastery power, and attempt to give myself a teleport power with the extra that can also bring Corbinian along. It's going to take me 1 round, and then I, at the end of that entire time of focusing and drawing magical power, I should be able to make a roll. How many ranks of power do I think I need to go 3 miles straight up? Well, I mean, normally mines can't even be more than like a couple hundred yards under the ground. So I think even 1 mile straight up is more than enough.
Yeah, miles.
So I just want like 1 mile of range.
Yeah.
Okay, so how many ranks of power would I need?
It follows
1
the choice.
mile it's 6, I think.
Okay. Wait, how far was 6?
It's either going to be 6 or 7 for a mile, because 5 is a couple city blocks. So 6 is going to be a mile or 7. It's one of those two.
So 5 is 10 to 20 blocks. 6 is a few miles. So I would say 5 is good.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try to draw 5 ranks of teleport, but I'm not sure what the increase of the difficulty will be to also have the extra to bring someone along. Does that require an extra, or can I bring what I can carry?
I will plop it up by 1.
Okay. So I'll need to pull a rank 6 then. No problem. Then let me roll my control magic power skill. I have a 12, so I think I succeeded. Unless you roll really well.
Moderate success. So yeah, you absolutely succeed.
Okay, I create the spell and I say, climb on my back.
Okay, so the magic power gives you the ability to teleport, right?
Yeah, it's like for the next scene, I just have that power.
Okay, so now you have to activate teleportation, which
Right.
isn't hard. It's just a difficulty 2.
Yeah, I haven't looked
teleport
up the
test.
power, so I don't know how it works.
It's a difficulty 2.
Pardon?
Difficulty 2 teleportation test.
Oh, okay. So I roll a difficulty 6 teleport or I have rank 6
Yeah,
power,
so you roll a d6
and I'm trying to hit
6
difficulty 2.
and beat
Gotcha.
what I rolled plus 2.
I will just roll a d6 and add 6 then.
Which is not too hard. I like that
I
it's
have a 10.
that low. Yeah, that is a major success. So you are good.
Great. That worked. Woo-hoo. All right. I teleport the 2 of us up with me. You're riding a flying panther, basically,
What
up
up,
in the
Bullhead?
sky over the city. I'm going to get my bearings and figure out where I am over the city and see if there's any like blazing areas that have plumes of fire and smoke that we should go investigate immediately.
Absolutely.
And if
What
we
does your
don't see anything like
teleportation
that-
look like?
I would say since it's magical, it's probably like similar to Nightcrawler of the X-Men's with the whole imploding smoke and magical lights coming
Dope.
off of it. Like we just foof in and we're gone.
I like
And then to the place where we arrive, we pop out. And there's smoke and lights. for a
Sounds
moment.
like a plan, Rune Man. All right. So everybody got booned.
Thank you,
by
Vampire Bites.
Vampire Bites. Thank you so much, Vampire Bites.
Thank you.
So everybody gets a boon, and we are going to be cranking. We're going to be
Okay.
using. I've been reading more ways that you guys can use those. You can use those to do stunts on powers, which means you can give your power a extra of your choice,
that-
essentially, once.
Yep.
So FYI, keep those in mind. It's like use them points, guys. Use them points. So you are up in the sky all of a sudden. In the city, the sun is setting. Your phones explode and go just beep, beep, beep. What's up, Gary?
While we're talking about how to use determination and things like that, extra stuff you can do to up your powers, I'm kind of confused on how the specialty works. Maybe you and Rune could help clarify that for me. I have the specialty power, and I have a rank 2 in that. And I guess you can use that to make your power stronger, to alter your power, but I don't want to, try to overuse that or anything. But that is my...
I'm sorry, you
power
roboted
specialty?
slightly while you were speaking. What did you say the specialty you had was?
I have the power specialty at rank 2.
That's a
Power specialty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you mean by power specialty.
Like specialties, I guess you can take different skills, more or less.
Oh,
So one of mine is stealth, and the other one is power. And stealth
you
is
mean
at
like
rank
you have a
1.
skill? Okay.
Yes, yeah. They call
Like
it
a
a
power
specialty
control
in this
skill.
system.
Right, I have a unranked magic control skill, so I know what you mean. It's unranked because I haven't actually got points in it yet.
So I read that
Gives me more
power
based on a stat.
lets you alter your power, literally boost your power. But like I said, I don't just want to all the time be asking if I can add an extra 2 for everything. Maybe that's what it
I
is.
think-
I
Gotta
don't know.
see it.
I think having that skill, it just means that when you roll your power control powers, either off of the raw power rank or off of an attribute that controls the power, one or the other,
you
then
add your
you get
specialty
to
bonus.
add those number of ranks to the roll.
Because
1,
you're
2, or
trained.
3. That's all it means.
So
It just means
anytime
you're
I'm
more
using
skilled
my
at any special
power,
moves.
I can ask for a +2.
That's what it looks like, yeah.
Okay.
Which
Well,
is
you can just point it out because you one of your skills compared to the rest of us, you've actually trained with your power to get really good.
No,
at
that's
using
sick.
it.
I didn't realize that was a thing. That's really cool.
Yeah, and that's reflected because
Yeah.
a lot of you guys received your powers from the event, and I've had mine since birth. I'm one of the born of the superheroes, so
Yeah.
I thought
mine's
that would be a
item.
cool way
Right.
to
Like
show
the
that.
idea is if you have rank 6 duplication, you still only have rank 6, but if you need to make a control roll for whatever reason, you can roll it +8.
Yeah.
You still only have rank 6 power, but you can roll with
yeah,
+8.
it's still effectively
to
only
use
6 for like.
So it helps you control your powers.
Yeah.
Cool.
Exactly.
Okay, thank you. I think that helped clarify that a little bit.
My voice is softer than everyone. Oh, maybe I accidentally turned down my mic.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of roboting tonight, so if I spot out and don't hear anybody, I apologize. I'll ask people to repeat occasionally.
Is this better? Is this better?
You're great now.
Hey. Hey.
Oh, your monitor's probably different now because your volume isn't changing for me. So,
Hey. Huh. That's interesting. When I get expressive. Okay, so I think I'm just not speaking clearly into the mic is all. Because I've been it's been a day, man. It's been a day. Thank you. Thanks for pointing it out, Sean. I definitely I didn't realize I was doing that. Yeah. So you guys are up in the sky, apple pie in the sky. And you guys get a bunch of phone calls and stuff from your compatriots saying that they have set a trap in Eldridge Hollow for this godbot.
Just to clarify, it's got to be on his phone. Mine's currently
yeah.
part of
Yeah,
my
that's fine.
transformation.
I'll flip it out and I'll flip out my flip phone and I will call Traveler because I don't like texting. It takes too long.
I'm gonna look at my phone.
I'll land on the nearest rooftop.
I look down at my phone
Put him
and I look to Aaron's character. Your character is it Echo?
Mimic.
Mimic. Okay, so I
Yeah.
look to Mimic and I'm like, why is he calling me? Like he should just text, right? Like who answers the phone these days?
Well, I mean, aren't you gonna answer it right now?
And I answer the phone.
Good day. I am informed through the electronic texting services that you were attempting some sort of. There's something of interest at the Hollow.
So here's the plan. We didn't have you guys, so we're just flying by the seat of our pants. What we've got here is a god robot who has the ability to create and craft anything with his mind. But during some point of his upload, he kind of became corrupted with this anime. So we're hoping that some of your mages, actual real conjurers, can help him with his power. To have a real alchemist among your people and to have this god robot trained could help two birds with one stone. So we're outside of Eldridge Hollow. Well, we were outside, but we came inside to get a snack. So we're in the food court now.
Have you informed the of your ploy?
Oh yeah, I'm talking to her outside right now while I get a hot dog inside.
Food court where?
Eldridge
In
Hollow.
Eldridge Hollow.
Oh, right. It's an outdoor place. I remember. I'll fly us
Yeah.
there. I know exactly where that is. I'll just land.
Well,
Giant panther.
Wolfgang just
hall.
rubs his head for a second as he's trying not to say anything to the phone, but he looks exasperated. He just sighs and collects himself, tugs on his, straightens out his tunic a bit. We'll be there
I think I'm
shortly.
gonna hold. Yeah, I'm gonna hold anything I have to say until we get there, and can all speak in person. I'll just fly us there, and even though I can zip there like in just a couple moments, I don't want to blow him off my back.
Yeah.
And I want to let him breathe, so I take my time. I only go about 150 miles an hour.
Yeah.
When you guys land, you see me waving in the courtyard, and I'll put a hand on each of you, and then we'll all be in the cafeteria.
Traveler, Wolfgang, you guys can get determination for your hilarious interaction. I'm gonna try and get better about that. But
Better.
yeah, we're trying to get better about dealing out the bonuses. So y'all are now all together. You're in this community. Aaron, this is your first time here. This is Mimic's first time here. So I believe I described it a bit to you. There's like one giant house that's like a big old hippie commune. There is kind of like a dirt pathed town square that leads from that house to the diner, essentially. There's a sheriff's office that's in like a standalone building. It's like an old timey sheriff's office almost. It's kind of funny.
Nice.
And then there's like one shopping center that has like a pawn shop and a couple other like weird stores that you don't, they're all obviously independently owned. And then there's like one apartment complex.
Isn't this place also kicking into gear to become a full-time Renaissance Festival type of
currently
place?
they are setting up tents and booths and stuff. The Renaissance Festival is not for a couple weeks, but they are starting to clear ground. That's a good point.
Yeah,
This is like, I was just gonna ask. This is basically our like one of our safe havens.
More or less.
Effectively.
Yeah, this is a community of people from beyond the shadow, as we say.
That's
These are the people that came from the fracture, from some strange fantasy realm full of magic and that kind of thing. Wolfgang is one such person. But he does not remember! So yeah, y'all are all there. And
These are
Then
your
it's,
friends, Traveler?
No, these are Wolfgang's friends. I don't have any friends. You guys are my friends.
And you're
Let's just
Wolfgang?
say,
There's 7 of
I
me,
was
so
only-
I'm my own friend.
I was only going to say it's probably Mimic's first time to see Duskwing up close,
Yeah, that's right.
which is probably
Yes,
a little
it
frightening.
is.
yeah,
So
Duskwing is a like a 600-pound gigantic panther with wings.
right. So the full description is that he's not quite pony sized, but he's definitely larger than a normal panther. Probably 6 inches to a foot higher at the shoulder, with great big black bird wings and itty bitty little horns coming out of the fur on the front of his head. Over
I
the
didn't
muzzle.
know they were bird wings. Okay. I always imagined them a little more bat-like, but that's
Nope,
okay. I
that
like
was-
that.
They're
I was
they're
nearly
actually
half feathers.
they're like bird wings, but they're almost furry rather than feathered. They're furry like his whole body is.
Cool.
Weird.
Nice.
And
Yep.
I put an image of in the Discord, which I can't put on here, unfortunately. But the quick description is that he Wolfgang looks like he's among his people, like that he's one of the few people, except he's with the backpack, the sword and shield, gleaming with magic.
Chat?
Cloak.
The picture, yeah. The
Hence
sword.
my
Oh, go ahead.
I was only going to say hence why I call him Captain Cosplay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because I have the little Robin Hood looking hat, the magical bronze shield with silver edges, the Fey-like long sword. But despite his heroic bearing, his colors are dark blacks and grays and browns. But he looks around and he seems to be, and as you can hear when he speaks, as he greets you, well met, and I believe we are in the presence of yet another person of your interests. I look at character names. It's been a while.
Traveler?
A traveler. I looked at traveler, and then motion my chin at mimic, not knowing who they are.
Yeah, she's new.
No. My name's Kyria Benter, but you can call me Mimic.
Oh, yeah, it's really cool. You should see what she could do.
Are you good
And-
at puppetry?
Puppetry?
I was just
No.
going to say,
Mummery.
I hope she doesn't turn into a chest with big teeth.
Real quick,
Um,
I did manage to plop your character picture on the stream.
All right.
Just so for people to take a gander. This is. Here, I'll put it over your face. Yeah,
You know-
there.
Duskwing, she probably could turn into a chest with giant sharp teeth if we came across a chest with giant sharp teeth.
That's probably true.
Hmm.
I've got this
So Duskwing
fancy tech
speaks
here.
with a heavy, scary growl that it's just his voice sounds that way. He's like, "It's a pleasure to meet you, Mimic. You can call me Duskwing." And he'll come not way closer, but he crouches and steps forward a couple of feet closer and holds out one big giant paw at you like he wants to shake your hand or whatever.
And yeah, just say, nice to meet you too, Duskwing. I've absolutely never seen anything like you before.
Now that introductions have been made, Sir Aidendale, we were hoping we could get your expertise in this situation. None of us have the ability to talk to these people, to your community like you do. And none of us know the wizards of your community. We should expedite this process quickly because we think the god robot should be here sooner than later. Because we took this, and I'll take out the thing that we took, which I believe is like a big flashing red battery power source.
Oh, you guys kept that?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yes. Excuse me.
Yes, it's.
I'd like to
it's
clarify
like a
one
triangle.
thing.
Go ahead, Rune.
As Duskwing, I'd like to clarify one thing. You say he's completely crossed his wires on what's reality and what's fiction,
Yes.
and he's trying to rewrite reality with this ability to create the Philosopher's Stone or whatever.
Yes,
Right?
while the two of you were playing in the sandbox, we went and spoke to Dr. Steele about what's going on with her pet project.
Right. Well, I'm concerned. Why would you want to actually let him really control reality? How would that help us stop it if he discovers that with magic he can make it real?
I think maybe he just needs guidance, is our hope. I would prefer not to kill this self-aware being if we can guide him into being something better.
Well,
We'll say that if
we
it
knew what
goes
his
south.
motive was, If we knew what his goal and his motive was, we could make that call. As of yet, I don't think we know his goal or his motive.
I think
So
that
I don't
his,
think it's a good idea to teach him.
I think that's the problem, is his goal and motive got crossed. And so hopefully Aidendale's people can show him the way, enlighten him in more than just the ways of the arcane arts.
What were you saying, Aaron?
Well, I was just going to say that if you're not able to do that, if we're somehow unsuccessful, I mean, we can definitely blow him up.
So, the first thing I will point out to you once more is I am no knight, so I am not a sir. I'm merely an adventurer of fortunate means, sworn to the way of honor. I do not pretend at noble bearing or blood or title. Secondly, I am somewhat perturbed that you're willing to imperil the people of Beyond the Shadow on a bet that perhaps maybe, in his mercy, he will not engage with the populace. Thirdly, the sorcerers what few sorcerers I am aware of, only the people of the Scarlet Court would have any knowledge of such things. I would have to meet with them to see if they're even willing to mobilize their sorcerers. I know of no others. The people who are here are, as far as I'm aware, are wielders of magical items like myself, or exchangers of potion and alchemy. I mean, alchemy is a thing, and there are alchemists here, but the sort of thing that you're suggesting of this god robot of manipulating the Philosopher's Stone is a shy of sorcery. I would suggest, two fronts rather quickly. To race to the Scarlet Court and perhaps ask them to help us, but that does mean, and I glance at Mimic, and that does mean that we will be engaging with a otherwise considered criminal element in this society, which I do not mind given their goals, but I know that may be of issue for the city and and for the superhero community, as it were. Secondly, we may be, even if the Scarlet Court tells us to find the deepest part of the ocean and breathe deep, we can possibly engage with an alchemist here in the settlement, but I do not know of one that would be familiar with that level of skill. But there might be one.
And you've given us a great plan C. If all else fails, I could just go out to the middle of the ocean, go deep down, and see if I could teleport him down there, and maybe the pressure crushes us both.
And he blows up.
Yeah, let's jot that down as a plan C.
Real quick. So yeah, I'm very happy with everything you said. I was wondering if I was ever going to have to fill anything in. You got it all. It is the Crimson Court, but
Crimson Court.
That's the moot point. But yes, there are no magic casters here. The only ones that he knows of are the Crimson Court. And yeah, on the front of being annoyed about putting everyone in danger, only 6 of you are here. The 7th is outside being yelled at by the sheriff. Elizabeth is perturbed for sure. She's already starting to get people to clear out. They're all starting to head into like their homes.
Look, I know I'm never going to convince you guys that bringing this fight to your neighborhood was the best idea, but we had to bring this fight to some neighborhood, and this one doesn't run off of metal. It was the best thing I could think of.
Have you ever thought of the open countryside?
And we're here to keep you safe. He won't go to the countryside. He's after these. And I pull the thing out again. He's only going to find these in the city. And there are more of these, so hoping he comes here is a bet at all.
I will entreat with the Crimson Courts. I would request of you to speak with the sheriff and see if you can find an alchemist. And when you ask her a thing, or which one of you is speaking with her, ask her with the utmost courtesy and apologies for imperiling villagers and merchants and traders who are already scared of this world.
Yeah,
and the only reason my sword is not drawing at this point to oppose this is because I see a greater threat to not just this place, but a crossroads. But I will say to you, sir, I am quite cross with you. But for now,
It's fair.
I will absorb what is ahead of me and deal with the shadows later.
Thank you
I-
for talking to the shadows for us. And I just put my head down.
I look, I'm about to stride up. I notice that Nightwing's about to say something, so I hang about for a second.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Rune. Sorry, I was looking something up.
While all this little arguing and speaking of how cross someone is going on, the Gustwing sits his haunches down and wraps his tail around his front paws like a cat will do, and finally he'll say, well, if we're going to get this done, you're going to need to move quick. I'll take you there, but you're going to have to tell me where we're going.
That is easy enough.
I'm going to look over at the... I would say the two of you, but it could be as many as 6 or 7 of you.
Yes, does
Depending on
anyone
how many
else
of travelers
want
there.
to go?
Yeah, and I'm going to say, would anyone else like to come with us? Because I suspect there may be an altercation at the Crimson Court. There may not be, but there may be.
Are we allowed to go? Not Sir Aidendale?
I'm going whether they allow me to go or not. They can't
You-
stop me from going.
Recall that we are asking them and entreating them for their aid. They can simply go away if we're too cross with them. We are entering their court at their behest and requesting them of aid. So we will... I mean, don't get me wrong. I will... If people are coming, I will take you upon my honor that you will not hurt them unless they start the fighting first. As is the honorable way of
I'm
counsel.
going to turn. I'm going to turn to you, Mr. Aidendale, and I'm going to say, speaking of cross, I believe we covered last time that we spoke that I wasn't particularly pleased with how you put me on the radar of invisible people who can spy on me. so-
I'd never required to put you on that radar. They already know of us.
Right. But
Fear
yeah,
the,
I'm
fear
not particularly happy. I'm not happy with this Crimson Court as it is, and I
Oh,
would
yeah,
have
no.
words with them of my own.
Just let us get their aid first, and then we'll.
Do we want to
I
turn over the
understand.
god robot to the criminal element?
We do not.
Maybe we're not asking the bigger question here. Even though they may have the power to help, are they the ones we really want to help? Or would we rather just go with
Absolutely.
a low-level alchemist?
Yeah, I would say absolutely we don't want them to help. Because they would simply try to turn him to their own ends.
He already has power. What he needs is guidance. So he doesn't need them per se. He needs the wisest man around, not the most powerful.
That's fair.
there. Then I would suggest, in that case, that we speak with the sheriff and figure out who the most skilled alchemist of the settlement is. I know of the wisest. The person I wish we could entreat, I do not know if she is able to be spoken with in this world. So we'll have to go with mortal means, sadly.
When you say something about speaking with someone who may not be easily communicatable with in this world, what exactly are you just talking about? Because my magic can allow me to do many strange things if I can only put my mind to it. Perhaps I can create a method of communication with this person that you fear cannot be communicated with.
You actually have you? You might not have. I speak of Jessica the Wise. She was...
I've only heard of her from you.
She is... I do not know if her spirit has passed into or has access to this world, but she was the most powerful Fey-blooded arch-sorcerer of my world. Even despite all the other memories I may have lost, her memory stands supreme in my mind. And she was incredibly powerful. And if we could talk to her and have her guide him, I could see him do nothing but virtue. But I don't know... Even in my memory, it was through her magic, not mine, that I was able to speak with her at all. Right. So I don't know, even if, and that was back where I came from. I'm not even sure by what means she did so. I have but a locket of her image and nothing more, and the memory, I suppose. And the song of the Battle of Shadows passing, of course.
It sounds like we could have used Madame Leota and her masterful ability to, of clairvoyance and speaking with spirits. Unfortunately, she does not appear to be around. I'm going to ask the game master if I invoke my weirdness magnet trait or my of two worlds trait. Because I'm of two worlds, due to my transformation, perhaps I can reach through to that other world with my trait and activate a magical power that would enable me to communicate with spirits, even ones from beyond the shadow.
Specifically, who you want to talk to?
I'm thinking it'd be some sort of telepathy, clairvoyance, whatever. I don't know what power in the books
No, I mean who
would be most
do you want to talk to?
appropriate. But pardon?
Who do you want to talk to?
Lady Jessica the Wise.
If it's of any help, I present her her image in my locket that I bought from the store, so I actually know.
Oh, well, that would probably help. Yes.
Yes.
But yes, I am actually of two worlds, and I can expend a determination point and activate my my quality in order to improve my ability to reach her controlling spirit or whatever exists of her.
I'll allow you to potentially, one way or another, talk to Lady Jessica. Use,
Gonna need a magic control roll, obviously.
yeah, use your occult. Yeah.
Okay. Does using my quality also give me the +2, or is it just allow me to go beyond the shadow?
It's allowing you to do this,
Attempt it.
but also,
Okay.
I'll give you a +1.
+1. Okay. Then it will be. As per magic rules, I need to decide what rank I'm going for.
Mm.
I have no idea what I need, so I'm going to go for like rank 9.
Okay.
I'm going to go for something powerful because I figure something powerful will be needed to do it.
Sounds good to me.
So, this
I
roll,
would try to assist, but I have nothing that would make sense.
Wow. Okay, with a +1, I have a 15,
With a 15, let me
and the
see.
difficulty is 9 plus your d6. Since I'm going for
That
rank 9 power.
means you got a major success.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. So it takes him a little while,
A whole round at least.
but this cat starts to do ritual casting magic on the ground. Perhaps you guys have your magic master already. Who knows? But yes. So, at some point,
I stay and watch that.
yeah, at some point,
Yeah, really.
the air.
I'll draw a circle on the ground so that an image can appear.
Yeah.
That way it's not just talking to me.
So you definitely get something. So the air in front of you just starts to ripple. And what are you saying? Or what are you summoning? What's your wording?
All right. First, I concentrate on creating the power, whatever it is, and then I speak with deep and resonant, voice of Duskwing the Dangerous. And I say, I reach beyond the shadow to speak with the shade or eminent spirit of Jessica the Wise, wherever she may be. Her guidance and wisdom are needed here more than they have ever been before. The fate of two worlds could rest on this. And so I, Duskwing, call on you. Answer our call. Provide us with your wisdom.
So bolt of lightning hits. The air in front of him opens, and you guys have seen this before. It's familiar. It looks exactly like the fracture. It's just much smaller. It is a perfectly spherical. It looks like if you've ever seen like a video of like a depiction of a black hole, how it has like the stuff flowing into the top and bottom, and yeah. It looks like that, except in miniature, right in front of Duskwing. There is a pulling effect. Some stuff does like fly off the ground inside. People are gonna lose their car keys or something. But everybody gets knocked back. It closes. And there is a woman laying unconscious on the ground.
Okay, well, I immediately pad over to her and I check her to see if she's injured or if she's alive or dead or whatever.
She's just unconscious.
In the background
Is
of
it
that frame,
Jessica the Wise?
while he's checking on her in the background of that frame, I'll be helping everybody else up and making sure nobody's burned or injured or anything.
There's a lot you could hear, like, people are whispering, but everyone's doing it, so it's really fucking loud. Like, you can hear from, like, the apartment complex, people are looking out windows, you can hear them whispering from there to each other about what just happened. There seems to be concern.
Is it actually Jessica the Wise?
It looks like her.
As far as okay, I try to help her up and see if she's all right. If she's unconscious, then I look back to the group and I wave over Captain Cosplay.
Wolfgang, how you feeling?
At first, when the blast happens, I kind of put up my shields instinctively to protect myself, so I probably skidded back quite a few feet, probably out the door from the impact, and then kind of very slowly lowered my shield. And I just kind of, I just stare. I'm gobsmacked. I'm just stunned. And he just kind of drops to his knees and just starts crying. Just staring, just unbelieving what he's seeing. Because to him, she died.
Yeah.
in a rather heroic fashion. So to see her again in living flesh is kind of stunning him a bit.
Yeah. Mimic, he just summoned a lady.
Yeah. Yeah, he summoned a lady, and now this Wolfgang guy who I just met is sobbing. I'm still putting the pieces together. But
I'm gonna look back at the group and can medic? I'm gonna gently put my paw on her shoulder and shake her awake.
I'm gonna go ahead and kind of like half jog over after Traveler helps me up. I'll go over and try and help out Duskwing.
I probably wouldn't have been pushed back because I'm so big and strong.
No, you weren't pushed back. I assumed.
Then so I'll be right over her. I'll be checking her for injuries and trying to help her up, trying to wake her up, help her up.
He's pushing on her with cat hands. Do you have medicine or anything, Mimic?
Let me look at what I got here.
No.
I don't have anything.
I do have one thing I could do though. How many bystanders are there actually watching us right now?
Everybody.
Great. Well, then I can't play nice music for her. So instead, I know what I'll do. I'm going to lie down on the ground next to her and put my head right over her shoulder, and I'm going to start purring gently. I give her that cat healing purring effect.
I was gonna say, as far as medical knowledge, I think you might be able to argue something in the military background for like a first aid kind of thing, but yeah, no real trauma response.
Go ahead. Give it a shot.
Okay. I don't have a die. What would I use intellect for this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 7.
Altogether?
Or 8, actually. 8 with my specialty bonus.
Okay. Yeah, so you got a moderate success. Yeah, she's unconscious, but her eyes are reactive. She seems okay. You don't see any trauma. She's just asleep. And I mean, it's fair. You don't know what going through that thing could have done, you know?
I have no idea. But what I just say to Duskwing, then I say, she seems to be alive, just unconscious, at least.
Wolfgang very slowly... go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Wolfgang.
Wolfgang gets to his feet and slowly just walking over, kind of forgetting the world around him. As he stares, for those of you watching or listening to this, the person on the ground is a person with long flowing hair of scintillating and color shifting rainbow of color. Like her hair is constantly shifting from one color to the next over and over and over. And I just kind of stare. I stare at the lock. I stare at her. She lives.
She looks in no shape to take a god robot under her wing.
I'm going to say perhaps lying out here on the ground is not the best place for her. Put her on my back and we should take her somewhere safe.
Just tell me where and I'll send her there.
I'll turn and shout, "Sheriff!"
Elizabeth will show up. Wow.
To be fair, I was thinking somewhere far from here, but
She needs to wake among her people. She is the beacon of hope we need.
And we can't afford to get too far from here right now. He could be here any second.
Do you have a healer?
Sure.
I'll take care of him if that happens.
Remember, try not to kill him.
Sheriff, do you have a healer still here in your number?
Yeah, we have. I can get somebody. Sure.
Swiftly, and we need somewhere to lay her down other than this ignoble place.
Is that lady? And she'll just trail off, and she'll like snap to it, and she'll run off. There's some recognition. Yeah. Eventually, she comes back with another woman. She has short, dark hair, dark skin, and very almost orange brown eyes, very bright. And she's wearing like a Puritan dress almost. It's just like burlap, like long sleeve, like you can't see anything. Like it's all the way up to her neck kind of thing. And she has like a pendant with some sort of religious iconography on it. And she has like a pouch on her hip. Oh wow, is that? And she'll start tending to her immediately.
I'll note that Wolfgang kind of draws his sword and holds a shield ready, and he's standing on guard. And those of you who've met Wolfgang before, his countenance is darkened quite a bit. He looks like anyone who dares hurt her is going to get stabbed.
I think I'm just going to do something a little simple. I'm going to use the tarps and canvas and sticks we have around to just make a little barricade around us. That way not everyone's in our business anymore. Like almost a medic tent impromptu.
This poor shop. We just came here for hot dogs, and we just blatantly bolted
Just
the greatest hero of all time into their kitchen. It's fine, guys. Don't worry about it.
A black hole, a lightning bolt blew out all the, exploded everything, took all their tents down. Yeah, they love it when we come to
fix
town.
that generator.
While you're doing that, the woman that came up in the dress, she'll look at the travelers. That shouldn't be necessary. I think we can move her now. Will you help me get her into the house? She'll notion towards the big house.
I'll easily put her up on my back.
I was going to say I could just put my hand on the healer also and just send us all to the house.
Sounds good to me.
Boom! The way that my teleporting still feels is it's as fast as a blink of an eye, but it feels like you did a backflip against your will. So if you're ready for it, you're fine. But if not, you're really disoriented as soon as you land. So I maybe I would think some of you are used to it at this point, but the others, whoa, oh crap! But here we are. We're in the house. Rune, did you have anything?
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't your teleport like an extra connected to your duplication?
Mm-hmm.
So you're technically making a duplicate and teleporting there and then making the old one go away?
So there's still one duplicate that was out getting yelled at by the sheriff that was in the town square. And then the other 6 were in here. So,
right. So you're
there's still
teleporting things between your duplicates. Got it.
Yeah, I can send people to duplicates, but I also have the ability to teleport myself wherever. So I could just teleport and then send someone to the me that just went there. so it's not too much of a pain.
Sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are all in the big house. You guys have been downstairs. Downstairs kind of has like booths and stuff set up. You guys are upstairs in kind of like a bedroom. What's up, Rune?
I'm sorry. I did have one more point of order on the power, though. Isn't duplication only your original form can make duplicates? Your duplicates themselves cannot?
He's not
So
making
that's
any extra
right.
duplicates. He's just teleporting to a duplicate that's already there.
Yep. Yeah, so
Okay.
there are 7 of me, and so 6 of me are down here. The 7th would be up on the street, so he could go to the house, or he could just teleport into the house, and then we teleport to the duplicate. So I can teleport wherever, but my limitation is that I can teleport others only to duplicates. So I that's kind of the limitation there, is I can only teleport you guys to a traveler. But independently, I can still bamf around 10 to 20 blocks.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah.
Pretty important to keep the original safe, then, no matter what you do.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. If the original dies, they will all die.
Yeah.
You used to have 8 once upon a time, as I recall, and then it went into the rift.
That's exactly right. I think for a moment, during that black hole and that lightning strike, I might have felt the 8th one for just a second.
You know what? You did.
Uh-huh.
You did. There's interesting stuff going on with that guy.
Oh, man, okay. Now you can fill me in with like nightmares and dreams of the flashes I saw of that world.
I thought you did not have any telepathic contact with your clones, though. You could only
don't.
feel that they exist or not.
Well, all my clones understand
In
everything
a very technical
all at once.
sense, but in a story
Yeah.
sense, he's getting flashes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you guys are all in this big house, and
The hive
the
mind.
healer is tending to Lady Jessica. She seems to know what she's doing.
Sorry, can somebody fill me in? Who is this?
Oh, right. You don't know. You wouldn't know who this is.
No one does.
This
Except for
is
the Otherworlders.
this is the arch sorceress Jessica the Wise. She is from beyond the shadow, from where I dwell from beyond the tear that rendered Crossroads into a new age, as it were. In legend, she was a hero who was the guardian of places of safety, of havens and sanctuaries. She was a voice of peace, a mind of wisdom, an inspiration to every hero after her. Even in death, she advised even the darkest hearts to walk the heroic path. Like
She
myself.
died during the battle of what?
She died during the Battle of Shadows
There
Passing,
you go.
when there was a battle between the Dark One's forces and the forces of light. That was the last time anyone ever saw her. There are songs of the battle, of how she perished for us all. That battle happened before even I became a hero. It was only in death that she was able to. It was even in death she inspired me to be a hero. So the fact that she's here alive in the flesh is beyond me. But sorcery is a mighty thing, as you've seen evident.
Yes, apparently. But well, I hope she's still hope she's able to take that with her. All that heroism.
That's what I mean. If this is truly if Rune has truly summoned her here from beyond death, then we are in the presence of someone who could save not merely Crossroads, but all of Earth and universes beyond. So it is and I kind of look at the healer, kind of staring, like I'm emphasizing. I'm half telling this to you, but she would know.
Yeah, most of the people here are familiar with who she is.
Yeah.
Just not any of the normal worlders. But yeah, so are you guys doing anything to prepare for the arrival of the Godbot?
Wolfgang's standing guard over Jessica. He's not leaving her side.
I figured.
Well, we should set up some kind of an ambush or something. We don't just want to.
So I really think that we need to try to talk him into coming over peacefully, or else this is going to get bad fast. I know that Duskwing has the power to bring him down, but I really think we should try to keep him from killing everybody.
Preferably.
Somebody in the hallway will be like, yeah, I hope so.
Hey, I wasn't talking to you. Get out of here.
Ah!
Nothing. There's nothing to see here.
He'll run away.
Hey, but I'm looking for my car keys. I think they got pulled into that black hole.
I was looking for those all day. Now they're gone.
I said get.
It's hilarious. Um,
Yeah, I'll be on the rooftops. I'll let people know when he's here. I'll have there'll be 4 travelers out on rooftops.
What about you, Mimic?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now that I'm not going to be the one who's going to be convincing this robot to proceed peacefully. I mean, I could try, but it's not usually my thing.
No. No, that's fair.
But I can hide nearby, and if it goes real south, then I can help then, or at least make sure that Actually, what powers do I have? I forgot I have Madame Bonnet's powers.
You are currently holding on to Madame Bonnet's powers.
Yes. But for now, that's all I offer still.
Yeah. So, you guys, what about you, Dustwing? You doing anything in preparation?
I was going to stay with her until she wakes up, but if we fear an attack is imminent, then maybe I should go out and get ready for it somehow. I'm not sure that there's much I can do to get ready, though, so I'll just stay here.
What was that, Aaron?
Traveler, where did you imagine us leading the Godbot? Project God?
You see, I was hoping that we'd land Project God here in the town square. There would be confetti and horns, a parade. The Godbot would land and say, my master, left me. I would really like to be taught the ways of being a peaceful, magic-wielding creature of good. And then Aidendale would bring out the hero, and the hero would shake hands, and everyone would cheer. And that's really kind of how I saw this going.
I see. Okay. Well, there are a few hitches in that plan.
Yeah, I'm looking around now, and I don't even see a bandstand. So this is already going.
Yeah, I think the only fireworks we're going to get is if Project God blows up.
I could do a quartet. That's not out of the question.
I think we're a little late for that. So
maybe we should just get him interested in a different, better, more uplifting manga to read.
Not a bad idea, actually.
Yeah, that's the best idea I've heard.
Anybody know of something like really appealing and uplifting and funny that a Godbot would want to read?
Well, I don't read those, so.
And I don't think Aidendale's going to be of a lot of use. He hasn't read a lot of mangas.
That'd be hilarious if he has, though.
That's all he's done since he got here.
He's like, what are these? Wow.
Yeah, most Aidendale has read his comic books, but we've established that he is unfamiliar with manga and was very confused by the fact to read right to left. So he tried to read them left to right and was very confused why the story made no sense.
Traveler, one of your dupes on one of the rooftops does see something. There is a slow-moving something walking in the street, dragging its hands across the ground. It's moving really slow.
Is that even the right shape for for Project God?
No. It's very wrong. Everything's wrong. Everything's immediately wrong.
Bad news, everyone. The traveler
confetti.
The traveler that's with you guys is going to turn and look to all three of you and say, bad news, there's something coming that doesn't look like Project God. Duskwing, it looks like it's coming to the south if you want to come up here and take a look with me.
I'll finally lift my head up off this woman's shoulder and I'll turn and say, if you feel I should just go take care of it, I'll just go see what's going on.
I'll bamf you to the rooftop with the other traveler, and he'll just be pointing at the thing already.
All right.
There it is.
I'm ready
one
for the
thing
teleport, obviously. Go ahead.
One thing you probably would have heard with your rather keener ears in your panther form, you probably heard Wolfgang mutter under his breath, "If he dares come to harm, I would see him dead." But it seems like Wolfgang tried very hard not to voice that fully, but he kind of muttered it without really realizing he was thinking out loud.
Bump. Yeah, you're on the rooftop. You see something. Large. Humanoid.
How far away?
Bipedal. Like 5 blocks.
Yeah, then I'm pretty much there, like within a round, because I just
Yeah, you can
I
do that
just
fast.
leave the rooftop, fly directly to him, and land like 10 feet away. I just land right in front of him and leave my wings outspread, and I say, "Who are you? What are you doing here?" With my deep, guttural, dangerous-sounding voice.
I'm here for the wizard.
Sorry you roboted on me.
Oh, I'm here for the wizard. That a robot again?
Wizard?
Yeah, wizard.
I'll fold my wings in and say, "There's no wizard here."
Let me see. Is this better? Maybe. Am I going the right way with this thing?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
I just have a bad connection tonight. Everybody's roboting on me.
Oh, it's all good. Yes, the wizard. And he just keeps walking.
I stand in his way.
He
And I say,
continues to
"Why?"
walk. This is such a hassle. And
Explain yourself.
He'll continue to walk. As he gets to you, he will simply attempt to push you out of the way. You are very strong.
Yeah, like that's going to work. I'll obviously resist a push.
Yes.
What, you don't have to relent
all
to the
my-
stranger who wants to see a wizard? Why
Yeah.
wouldn't you do
With all-
that?
All 9 ranks of my incredible strength will hold me in place.
Go ahead and make a strength check.
Okay. I guess that's really rolling this. Hold on a second. I'll just add 9 to a d6 roll.
That's fine. That is a modest failure.
That
Real.
worries me.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Barely, but yes.
I rolled like a 13.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, no, he does push you out of the way. He doesn't throw you or anything. He just like pushes you, and he's not like flexing or anything. He just and you just kind of move a little bit, and he just continues walking, unless you do something obviously. But he just keeps walking.
All right. He didn't answer me, so I'm
He,
tackling.
he did not answer you, no.
Yeah. In that case, if you want to roll initiative, we can do that.
Sure.
Because I'm going to tackle him.
It's called glomping. Get it right?
You should have answered. Yeah, it's a glomp. A very violent glomp, but a glomp nonetheless. So coordination for
Yeah.
Is that right?
Mm.
Okay, I have an 11.
You go first.
Okay. Then I'm not sure how to describe or mechanically tell you, but I'm going to essentially tackle him to the ground face first and stand over it as my action. I assume that means that I'm basically putting a grappled condition on him for my attack. Is
Yeah,
that
you
right?
can try to grapple him. Yeah.
Using my strength? Okay. So is that just a normal roll to hit then with prowess?
Yeah.
12. My best.
Ooh, that's a success. No,
All right, I slammed him to the ground.
How much?
9 ranks of power. Yeah, 9 ranks of power to hold him down. So I guess he gets 9 ranks of condition.
That is a moderate. That's a moderate success.
Whatever.
So yeah, you do have him grappled now.
Okay, and slammed to the ground. Perfect. He's up, but he's grappled condition.
Yeah. You have him, and he seems slightly confused by this. Why? Just let me.
No,
do
I asked
my
you that
job.
Why don't you tell me why you're here? What is your job?
I'm here.
I asked
for
you first.
the wizard. And
For what was?
He's gonna try and break out.
Yeah, okay. I'm resisting. with my 9 ranks of power. Oh, I maxed my roll too. I got a 15.
You guys tied.
Nasty.
so,
Damn.
so he does stay put. But you feel like he almost broke out. And he seems frustrated by this.
He has a lot of power. Got it.
Yeah, he's
I'm
very
say,
strong.
why don't you answer? Why don't you go ahead and answer my questions now? I'm the one in charge. Why are you here? For what wizard are you here? For what purpose?
The wizard from. Would you guys put that notice on that bait on the internet? You guys uploaded
What bait on the
something,
internet?
right, Gary?
Yeah.
We did.
I don't know anything about this.
No, you don't. What like what did you do? Was it like Craigslist or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay. I was about to say something. I just want to make sure it's right. I'm
Yeah, I
here
think that's exactly right.
for the wizard from Craigslist. And he continues to
I look
attempt
highly
to,
confused.
yeah, he continues to attempt to get out, but you do have him, and
Yes,
it
but-
is your turn.
But for why do you want the wizard from Craigslist? You still haven't made it clear what you're doing.
It is my purpose
What purpose? Your purpose to do what?
to get the wizard. So for the it is a robot you're talking to.
Okay, so this is some kind of robot.
He is a gigantic metal man.
Interesting.
He's not solid metal. He does but he is mostly metal, and he's just very large. He's wearing some clothes.
Okay.
He looks
He
kinda
isn't being
ridiculous.
very satisfactory with his answers. So what I'd like to know is, if I visit violence upon him, can I just disable or knock him out without destroying him?
You try.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't have to kill or destroy things when I take them to nothing,
Yeah.
right? I can choose to knock
Oh
them out.
yeah. I'm not
Okay,
gonna. Yeah.
then yeah. Then while I've got him down, I'm just gonna raise a great big paw and bring it smashing down on him and try to knock him out.
Go ahead.
Can I get a
prowess, huh?
bonus on my attack roll and effect roll due to having him at a disadvantaged condition?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's that going to add to my prowess check?
1.
Sorry?
1.
I can't hear you.
+1.
Okay. 11 plus your bonus
11, 12.
to hit. And 9 ranks of damage. Unless the bonus applies to that too.
Does defender get the tie?
I have like 3 other
Sorry?
systems in my head.
Does defender get the tie in this system?
I think
I don't think
I
so.
think
no.
attacker gets the tie in this system.
That's
Yeah.
fair. So you do hit. How much damage you doing?
So I successfully hit him moderately for 9 ranks of damage, plus any bonus from the condition. Right?
Yes.
That's pretty good damage.
Yeah, your claws hit, and they scratch his
Boss.
his chassis a bit. There's like a
He clearly has some resistance, right?
yes. You can tell
About how much
immediately.
resistance he has.
It's,
About how much does he have?
it's hard to tell, but you barely do anything.
Pardon?
You barely do any damage.
Okay. All right. Well, that's my turn.
So this is going on. What's everyone else doing?
The traveler that is with Aiden Dale and Mimic will let them know that this robot says he's here for the wizard.
The wizard from Craigslist.
Oh, this is your ploy has drawn in so your ploy has drawn in who you wanted to draw in.
Or
Working.
maybe even new bait.
Wait,
I
isn't
think-
this the target?
I'm not sure if this is the God Project.
Oh. Wait,
Can
said
you take me
Craigslist?
out there?
Yeah, Craigslist. And of course I could take you out there. That's basically all I can do.
Bam.
I may not be, I may not be of this world, traveler, but I have become familiar with its technologies over time. My understanding is that Craigslist is much like a bulletin board or a quest board in the middle of town that any enterprising traveler, as it were, might see. So it is entirely possible you may have drawn the attentions of a rival or a other seeker of power.
Yeah, I was starting to figure that out now, right? This is why you guys shouldn't have spent so long in the mines. You know, this is on you guys, I think.
You teleport Mimic.
Yes, yeah, I'll send a mimic up. And instead of being down the street, you are on the roof right over this guy, and the traveler up there is like very quietly peeking over at the grapple, the deadlock grapple going on between Duskwing.
Traveler in the room with Jessica. Make a prowess check.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I don't like where this is going at all.
Check. I've rolled a 7, but I'll use the determination to boost it by 2.
Not enough.
Not enough. My friend.
Oh no.
Does that happen to include my power specialty?
Oh, it's a check, so your power specialty would help.
My rank 2 power specialty?
That would only help if you were using a power, but you're being attacked.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
So you take 8 damage.
Think that is the exact number to kill that duplicate. That's the exact number.
So you teleport Mimic away. And then immediately, Aindale, you'll see this like finger come through his chest. Like this black obsidian finger. Just right through his chest. Yes, Rune.
Just want to gently remind you that being brought to 0 does not mean that you're automatically dead. Just means you're unconscious.
That's right.
We're playing a superhero game.
Yeah, but you're a clone, right?
That's also right.
Yeah, I think you just...
Unless that happened to be the real one. We don't know.
No, that wasn't there.
We should know which one's the real one.
But,
Sure.
yeah, my reaction to that is to raise my shield and stand between the finger of death, whatever the hell that was, and between it and her, and ready to fight. My head presuming that something's going to come through him.
Yeah, so as this this traveler falls to the ground, there is another android standing behind him. This one is designed in a very feminine manner, and wearing a dress and these weird black arms and hands that are designed to look like they're wearing gloves, but they're not. And it was one of her fingers that penetrated through the back of Traveler. Yeah. So, Mimic, you are on the rooftop, overlooking this scene of Rune fighting this robot. So, go ahead and enter initiative order by rolling a coordination check.
Nine.
Okay. Yeah. So I believe that puts you right after Rune. So, go ahead and, Duskwing, go ahead and take a turn.
Okay, I've still got him with the grappled quality,
Mm.
so I should still have an advantage on my attacks.
Correct.
What I'd like to do is translate that advantage into more damage instead of more attack bonus.
Okay.
I'm going to use my position of advantage to basically come slamming down on him with additional weight. I don't actually have claws. I'm using big heavy paws, like bear slams, more like. So the attack is a 7. Yeah.
That is a well. So you added the bonus to your damage, right?
Yeah.
Would you like to use any points?
Qualities, yes. Let's see. Let me look at my qualities here. Because I am known by few and feared by many,
There you go.
I am more dangerous and have a +2 to my hit.
There you go.
Making it
And that gives you a knot, which makes you attacker gets to tie. So boom, yeah, you do hit.
okay.
That is
Then
a
it's
marginal success.
okay. Then my normal damage is 9 plus the bonus from the quality, 2 more. So an 11 damage value.
Excellent.
That should hurt him a little more.
Yeah, you hurt him a little more.
Yeah.
What you notice when you scratch him is that he is clearly made out of that strange metal that you guys have been finding.
You roboted completely on that. I'm so sorry.
It's all good. He's made out of that strange metal that you guys found.
Mhm.
Okay.
Cool. Do I know that Mimic is coming up behind me to join in or no?
Probably not. But I mean,
Okay.
she's going to be there like right now. So Mimic, it is your turn.
Fair enough.
So first thing I wanted to ask really quick.
I was thinking it was like a 4 or 5 story building,
Ooh, wow. Okay.
Oh, okay.
like on top of like a maybe like an apartment complex, like a New York City type of apartment. Maybe
Okay, then
maybe 3. Maybe I'm going too big.
I have a follow-up question then about phasing. It says that you're physically immune, so could you theoretically, as like a non-super, so to speak, jump off a building while in a phase state and not suffer fall damage?
I've seen them do it. I watched Kitty Pryde do that very same thing, so I don't see why not.
Okay, then that is exactly what I do.
Also,
I sort of
Lemillion is also done.
Gotcha. Yeah, then I just follow suit and run and leap off, and then as I do, I fade off into a different space. And then
Before you leap off, Traveler looks at you and you see him go, huh! And then he falls over dead, just staring up at the sky. That version of Traveler, that clone.
oh, gotcha. Catch that detail, fall down, land, and then unphase behind. You two are still, Duskwing, you two are still grappled with each other, right?
Well, I've slammed him down face forward on the ground, and I'm
Right, okay.
smashing in the back of his head and shoulders. He's reaching back and attacking me very awkwardly.
Okay, cool. Then I'm just gonna get in on this jumping action and try to break a leg joint with some stomping. Some good old fashioned
ahead.
boot stomping. And
Give me a
can I
prowess check.
apply? Okay, cool. I will. Can I apply my martial arts +1?
Absolutely.
Cool.
To your prowess attack, yes.
Bam. That's a 12.
That is a hit. You notice it compensates for you, but you using your martial arts compensate for it, and you do hit it.
Bam. I get a good stomp on a weak spot. So my strength is 6 +1 from having the alter density. So 7.
Gotcha. So you do 7 damage. So as you hit this thing, man, it does not budge. And you'll also notice, you can see where Duskwing has hurt this thing, and you can see that strange metal that you saw the Godbot employing.
Okay, that makes sense. But I take that in, and that's otherwise it for me.
One sec, I have a message. Awesome. All right. So yeah, anyone watching does notice travelers falling unconscious all over the place. Good news is the one in the room is not dead, but very, very injured. It seems that the robot did find the real one.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah. As long as you know which one's the real one, I believe you. But yeah.
Yeah, the real one would have stayed back in the room where
Yeah.
it was safe with Aidendale.
That
That
makes
was
sense.
that was like Mission Ops Center, where I could send everybody out and keep an eye on our objective. So, yeah, that traveler getting taken out, that would be the one who was in the safest spot.
That makes sense.
I'm going to confront the creature in the room with me.
She flexes her claws, and as they rub together, you hear how sharp they are.
I am going to spend a determination toward the quality. Trying to think which one makes more sense here. Yeah. Toward the quality, I come for Beyond the Shadow to try to trigger a willpower stunt, because I'm basically gonna pull a Gandalf, as it were, and give off a shadowy aura of menace, basically intimidating them to, you will leave in peace or you will die, your mind crushed from beyond.
Yeah, go ahead.
As he is very unamused by his friend being stabbed, and this person's in the one room he doesn't want you to be in.
Yeah.
Like, you could be anywhere else in the world, he won't care. So, is there anything else I can do? Because I really want to hit this. I just used up one of my determination. Thanks for the boon, folks. That really
You
helped.
can use other of your quirk things if you can justify them to get additional bonuses.
The other specialties, yeah.
Yeah, up to +6 altogether. Yep.
None of them are offensive because this guy's mostly. I'll make the argument just for sake of it. I will push to apply the martial arts specialty, because I'm basically standing at the ready, like I look like I know what I'm doing. Like I look like I'm gonna hit him and stuff.
Yeah, you look like you know how to fight. That's good.
As I kind of do like a battle dance in place for a second, displaying my fighting prowess. Like, I actually know how to use this sword. It's not just for decoration.
Go ahead and give me that intimidate check.
That's like Bruce Lee spinning those nunchucks to intimidate his opponents. Sure.
That's 14 because of the +1.
That is a massive success. She does back off. You are a dangerous one. I'm simply here looking for the Craigslist wizard. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that. She'll kind of saunter around you. Like, you know, she'll like be throwing her hips, which is strange to see a robot do, to say the least.
There's an obvious, like, my guy's shield out, sword out, and like shifting to keep her between, to keep Jessica guarded.
She has one hand like this, like on her butt, with like her hand pointed upwards, and then on the hand close to you, she's like dragging a fingernail across her chest as she saunters around. But like, you wouldn't happen to know where I could find the Craigslist wizard?
Are you the one known as the God robot?
Our God is the one that I serve. Yes.
Then the person who would answer that is the one you just dropped to the ground. So I would advise you to engage your abilities of healing to render him to his feet. Otherwise, you will be denied your information.
She'll look over at the body. She does look. And she'll like kind of kick him. Like, huh. This one's no fun at all. You seem like you might be more fun. She does keep her distance, though, because you did scare her. You did intimidate her.
I step forward, holding the point of my blade out toward her to kind of... It's the pressure of you will step back as I'm moving closer to him.
She'll take a step back, as you do that. It's weird. Her face does have like a rubber, like silicone face on it, and you do see her like kind of smile at you. It's very deeply unnerving.
Healer, we have a fallen warrior. Please attend to him while I keep this one at bay. I don't turn to look, I just give the command.
Is this Healer the wizard?
No, this is a innocent soul. I will tell you, since you are willing to respect the honorable thing, that the message is meant for this god robot. It is meant for him to know the truer path. Tell me where he lies, and in time, I will bring to him one who will enlighten him. But if you continue your violence, and you endanger my ward, this sword will complete its path toward your face, and your mind will be no more.
Father is all around us. Father sees all. And she'll continue to circle. Your ward, is that the wizard? And she'll point a finger at Jessica.
You speak of the arch sorceress Jessica the Wise, greatest of heroes.
That is all I needed to know. She will move towards Jessica. As you intercede, that's where we're gonna take our break. It's a little late, actually. I lost track of time, but yeah, we're gonna take a quick fiber. The action's hot, and the robots are hotter. Come back for some hot robot action, and don't forget to join our giveaway by typing in #icons. But yeah, we'll be right back.
I'm fresh out the box. I'm fresh out the box.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Fresh Out the Box Place Icons from Steve Kenson. Don't forget to check out Steve Kenson's Patreon. They're always putting very cool things on there, all kinds of downloads all the time. That he works with Green Ronin. We love Green Ronin. Check it out. And yeah, I'm the Game Master.
I'm the co-host of Fresh Out the Box. It's me, Casualty, CDG. I'm a retired child crimes and human trafficking detective turned tabletop titan and improv comedian. And since it's Wednesday and we're playing Icons, I'll be reprising my role as the teleporting duplicator, Ryan Richards, aka Traveler, who has just been stabbed through the back and is unconscious on the ground as all the duplicates fall over and face a really similar pose almost.
I'm AD Springer, also known as Corbinian. I'm a tabletop role-playing game and variety video game Twitch streamer here on Twitch, obviously. And I am playing Wolfgang Aidendale, the hero from Beyond the Shadow, who is holding back a rather strange robot.
I am Erin Bamia, also known as Erin Dippity Doo. I am a developer with Adventure Slaying Productions and co-host of the Adventure Slaying podcast. Stepping back into Mimic's shoes, trying to help out, what's your name? Deskwing, with another robot issue.
And hi, I am Rune. Tonight I am role-playing Deskwing the Dangerous. However, I cannot normally be found online easily, but if you really want to hunt for me, I am also Rune on the MMO RPG Champions Online, where I lead a guild of superheroes known as the Silver Age Sentinels that has been active for almost 12 years now. And I can be contacted in-game at any time through its in-game email by sending a message to @RUNE.
Awesome. We are back to our Icons game. You guys are in Eldridge Hollow, the community of the people from Beyond the Shadow, the fantasy magic world that is on the other side of this reality. Two robots that you have not seen before that claim to be working for this godbot and are calling him father have shown up to quote-unquote claim the Craigslist wizard. One of them with sharp fingernails is in the room with Jessica, Corbinian's character Wolfgang, and the unconscious Traveler. Someone found the real one. Ding, ding, ding. I always wondered how that would happen. And then, boom, Mimic and Duskwing are engaged with a rather large one in the streets. And we will open up, I believe, the sharp fingernail one was going towards Jessica.
And that's when I stepped into her path.
Yep. Make a prowess check.
My danger shield comes into it, I think, because I'm under attack.
Well, remember, if she attacks before you and she goes for Jessica, you can choose to interpose.
Sure.
And then you automatically take the strike for her and defend against it with your block.
Oh, yeah.
You just give her +2 to hit you, though. It's worth it. Because you can automatically stop her. Automatically change your target.
I will add martial arts to this roll.
Yes.
So that's 11 plus 5.
Dang, really?
+4
4 from danger sense, +1 from danger from martial arts.
Nice.
Oh wait, no.
It'd just be another +1 from your martial arts.
It's
12.
I got it backward. Yeah, so it's actually total 12, 13. Sorry.
Yeah,
because I was adding my danger sense on top of it. It's either my danger sense or the stat. If my stat's higher, which it is this time, it's just a +1 to my roll. That's what I got wrong.
She comes in with her hand like this, and you step in. She slashes across your shield, and you hear this. You see the sparks, and you hear your shield like quiver, like wah, 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 with that danger sense warble. But you do stop her attack. It is then your turn.
She has not heeded my warning that I'm going to kill her, so she's about to get stabbed again. I am going to spend another determination to invoke I Come From Beyond the Shadow.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm intending to. I'm going to attack her with telekinesis, but I'm adding an additional power that if it goes off, I'm going to do a mental attack against her. I have to hit her though, because I'm trying to grab. Oh wait, no, I have to throw something at her because grabbing her makes no sense. Why would I grab her? Throw something at her, you smart person. Because that's way easier. Which means I use...
If I can suggest something, maybe you can stunt a melee attack with your telekinesis and your sword that allows you to penetrate any armor she has.
Well, I'm the reason I'm going this way is because it turns into a willpower test, and my willpower is likely higher than hers because I have a supernatural level of willpower.
Fair enough.
And that way, because that bypasses all resistance anyway, if it actually hit her. But I still have to fling something at her.
Yeah.
So instead of my coordination, because I'm flinging something at her, I'm using my... I suppose she is in range. I could just hit her, but then my power doesn't come into it. That's why I'm doing it this way. Yep. Yeah.
So what you're really doing is just stunting a psychic attack off of your magic sword.
Yeah. Off my telekinesis. Yeah, because I'm pointing it at something and flinging it at her.
Got it.
And then when it hits her, it's going to have an extra spell that I'm mumbling under my breath that I didn't know I knew. And that's how that's going to happen.
Nice.
So I roll 1d6 plus 5 because I don't use my actual coordination because it sucks. And could I get the weapon specialty to make it easier to aim the random bit to try like a chair or something?
Using a sword to do it, so I'll
so that's plus 6. So that's a terrible roll.
Mm.
Do I want to spend? I do not. I'm not going to spend. I'll hope 7's enough.
So you fling a hope chest at this creature. She just slashes it to ribbons in the air.
All of someone's hopes and dreams.
All of somebody's hopes, and she just comes out of it ready to strike. But we're going to shoot on over to the street. Root, Duskwing, you are going toe-to-toe with this beast.
Actually, I've got him face first on the ground still. He hadn't been toe-to-toe with me in a while. I've still got him at disadvantage. I believe I have one more round before the condition or the quality that I put on him ends. This should be the last round that he's grappled. Because the qualities only last a certain period of time.
I mean, I feel like I would just let it ride until he breaks out.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's fine with me.
Makes more sense.
Sure. Then in that case, I'm going to, again, put all my power into a slam and tell him, stand down, give up. I don't want to have to hurt you. And give him another giant bear paw smackdown type of thing. So that's going to be a prowess roll to hit. But I have advantage because of the quality. So that's going to give me... I'm putting the advantage on the damage rather than the attack. Okay. The attack is a 10.
So when you try to slam him, he just kind of rolls his shoulder. And like you feel how heavy he is. He's like very dense, and it's surprising. You don't often feel weight because you're so strong. But yeah, he rolls his shoulder, and you do not connect.
Wow. Yeah. Can I invoke a quality? No? Too late?
If you can invoke 3, I rolled 6.
Yeah, no, I only have one determination point left.
Actually,
I have not been getting booned, so.
Yeah. You got one today. Did you get that one?
I used that one, and I used another. I only have 2 normally. I've only got 1 left.
Gotcha.
So that's the way it goes. All right, I miss.
And then Mimic.
Although how he can defend in that position, I have no idea.
Yeah, he seems to be pretty good at... Yeah.
Well, I mean, the whole reason of putting in that quality on him would be to make it harder for him to defend himself. So it doesn't seem to be having much of an effect.
Not on that roll. No, definitely not.
Okay, fair enough.
When you say that comment, Duskwing, about like I don't want to have to hurt you, I just say something afterward like, hurt these things, they're goddamn indestructible. And then I'll step back and tap into that cosmic power and start to pull together some sort of cosmic force to maybe make that metal weaker or more susceptible to damage, or just otherwise pull the energy off this creature. So I'm going to prepare a nullification power with cosmic power.
Excellent. So produce wide range, blah blah blah.
Instead of taking a whole round to do it, you can actually do it immediately if you invoke a quality
You can.
and spend
That's
it in
right.
determination. And then you can just do
That's
it
right.
now.
And I do that exact thing, and I just it starts off like a normal generation of that energy, which is actually the first time I've really used it. And
What quality
but
are you
the,
invoking?
Yeah, what quality
I'm in-
you're gonna invoke?
do I have to? Sorry, wait. It was. Do I have to invoke a quality to get it, or is it just spending the determination?
Oh, you're right. For
There's-
this, you can just spend determination. You only
it?
invoke
Okay.
a quality when you're putting qualities or either adding an extra onto your power or putting a quality on an opponent. If you're just
Okay.
quickening a power, it's just spending the determination.
Yeah.
You are correct.
You need to make a. Well, normally it's an intelligence check, but I would argue it could possibly be willpower. Whichever one you want to make. Make a willpower or intelligence check. Add your cosmic power, and then yeah.
If you're doing nullification, it's actually coordination versus coordination to hit.
Yes, to hit, but she has to successfully
Activate
copy
the power.
first.
Got it.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, incidentally, they're the same. I feel like it's more of a willpower thing, so we'll roll with that. And I got an 11.
That is a success. That is a big success. Yeah. So you do successfully
Rank 6
summon up the nullification power. So when you tap into this well of energy, so Madame Bonet doesn't know anything about it really either. She doesn't mess with it that much. You feel stuff. You feel weird. You feel a presence as you tap into this energy from beyond the stars. There. You see a lot of. You feel beauty, but you also feel a strange hunger out there. But yeah,
It's interesting. I am always hungry as a quality, but so that's kind of funny.
Maybe
I
you
relate
use
to
that-
this thing.
Maybe you can use that next time on your cosmic power check to horrifying
Right.
effect. Yeah, nullification. You have it. You can do it. So now it
I wanna
is coordination versus coordination. He will be at a disadvantage because Duskwing's holding him.
Okay. Yeah. So I can do that right now then.
Yes.
Sweet. And then I want to say too that when I generate this power, it does kick off my whole cybernetic system and the weapon, and
cool.
the base of my neck gets super hot where that implant is. But let's roll coordination. I got 9.
Okay, you do pass because Duskwing's holding him.
Yes. I'll take it.
So yeah, you touch him. Nullification 6, right?
Yes,
Yep.
6.
All right. So his powers
Teamwork
are
makes the dream work.
you feel him slacking a lot. You can visibly see some of his systems just kind of shutting down. And he's like, "What's happening to me?" But no, he's greatly diminished now. Traveler,
Yo.
you wanted to do a thing, right?
Yes, I did. I would like to spend a determination point. I talked to you about it off screen. Do you want me to tell you what I want to do on screen?
Yeah, let the people hear your plan and the cool things you can do in this game.
So I have the quality, which is related to royalty. I am the nephew of Moonflower, one of the Sentinel Six, and I'm going to use a point of determination to enable that quality. So hopefully the Sentinel Six or someone from the Sentinel Six comes to help out in this hairy predicament.
Absolutely. And
Wait,
we will
our enemies
see-
are hairy?
Come on, man.
They are now.
But yeah, Corbinian, you are fighting this finger creature. Just for fun and sake of ease, we'll call her Lust. She is jumping at you. I do believe she goes before you, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Make a prowess check. Ooh.
So martial arts
Yep.
plus my danger sense bonus of +1. So
Your defense is coordination, actually.
Close combat is prowess versus prowess, though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It can be. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'll double check.
So 13, 14.
So that is quite the success. He doesn't have the thing. Ruin, what's that thing where he can attack back?
Basically, if the attacker's roll is 1 or lower below the defender's defense score, then the defender during a close combat attack. Let's see here. Double checking. It is.
Remember that's like a thing, and he cleared the crap out of it. He got max roll, I got min roll. So
Right.
Oh no.
Then I think he gets to basically get a free attack on the opponent.
yeah, go ahead. Major success, sir. Enjoy.
So it's just a regular, like, I'm hitting it with my sword attack. It's not a powered thing I get to fire off.
Yeah.
He's
So what it
hitting
is
and I'm hitting it back as he's swinging back at me.
Pretty much.
Right. So the difference is when you're dodging an attack, you use your coordination, but you avoid the attack if you succeed. If you're evading the attack, then you're using your prowess against a close attack. So you're evading her attack, and because you rolled higher than her, then you now get to make an attack.
Yeah, that's
test.
what it was. Yeah, if
Yeah.
you use prowess to defend, you get to make counterattacks, but you don't if you use coordination.
Yeah.
Okay,
It only works though if it results in a massive failure for the attack. So if your evasion results in a massive failure for the opponent's attack, then you also automatically hit the attacker with a close attack you're capable of getting automatic moderate success. So whatever your telekinetic damage rank is, you just hit her with it, and you're done.
Automatic. That's good. Yeah. What's your damage?
Well, that was the thing I was questioning, and I got lost in the mix there. Can I, as a free,
or telekinesis, right? Sorry.
can I use a power as that attack back, or do I have to close combat punch back?
No, you can use your telekinesis.
Okay. So, then in that case, telekinesis, I'll throw something else in the room at her, rather. And it does its damage, but I'm also going to invoke my thing. Cost me another determination. I'm blowing through these. Of I come from beyond the shadow to try to re-imbue that mind attack into the thing that's hitting them. So, it's been a bit since I've hit somebody with this thing. Do I still have to roll to hit him, or did I just tell you?
No,
my
you're
damage?
automatically hit.
Okay, so the powers level is treated as its strength for lifting and moving things. You use your willpower as your telekinetic coordination. Okay. So,
Just what's your telekinesis rank?
numbers 5. Oh, right, because
Okay.
it's dependent on what I'm throwing at them. You're right.
Right. You're doing 5 ranks of damage to them.
So 5 rank of damage of just me throwing something at them, and then the secondary thing is the mental blast, and that they get a willpower roll for because I added another power to what I hit them with. What was it called again? Mental.
6.
I think it's mental blast.
Oh, you're trying to do mind blast?
I'm not sure
Mental
you
blast,
can
sorry.
do it while you're defending, though. Technically, you're just evading her attack and hitting her back. I'm not sure you can do this during their action. You see what I mean? I don't know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm spending. That's why I had to end up spending a determination as part of the telekinesis. I'm imbuing it with that extra power. I'm basically giving something that normally doesn't have that power that side effect as well.
I'm fine with it. Yeah, go ahead. And so what's the rank of that?
It falls into the same power, so it's basically 5.
5. Okay. So yeah, no, you smack her, and she'll cry out ah, as you hear like her voice kind of get like out of her normal human voice and into more of a robotic tone. And you do see like sparks fly off. Some of her silicone gets like melted off. You heard her. You heard her quite a bit. And then it is your full turn as well. That was just extra.
Yeah, I'll note that the mental blast part of it did direct damage that bypassed her resistance beyond the thing that hit her. So I don't know if that influences how hurt she is.
She took full damage.
Okay. Okay. So that actually hurt her. Then I am going to. Well, that worked the first time, so just throw something else at her. I'm running out of stuff to throw, unfortunately.
May I add a point of order for you to help you out, Corbinian?
Mm-hmm.
When you're stunting a power, you don't get to add it onto another attack. You just switch powers. In other words, if you want to use telekinesis to do a mental attack that bypasses her armor, you just do the mental attack.
Oh, it just does that instead. Oh, right. That's how I did nullification last time as well. Yep.
Right.
That's exactly how that
Just
works.
letting you know. You don't get to do like
that
double
means you're
dip.
not running out of things to throw because you're using mind powers.
Well, I am running out of determination because that's not a power I normally do. So there is that problem. I will throw something at her because that is the best way to hit this person.
It is what do I roll? It's a willpower.
I am doing a coordination to hit them. I'm not doing the mental blasting again.
Gotcha. All right.
Actually, you know what? I will. You've sold me.
All right.
I have enough, and I'm pissed at this person. I'm just gonna mental blast them again. With I come from beyond the
Are
shadow.
you calling the same one? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a willpower test at this point. It's not automatic because I actually have to.
Yeah,
I actually have to do something to them.
You can either attack with your willpower or your power rank, whichever's higher. Your choice. Yep.
Yeah, and thankfully willpower's higher.
Same here. I understand.
Yeah. So I rolled a total of 13.
Oh yeah, Gary, I'm excited for team qualities. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, I forgot whenever we were building, we were like, well, let's just see how the team fleshes out, and then we'll choose our qualities. So we will have 3 more team qualities we can invoke before long, which is going to help a lot.
I forgot about that. We need to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, we do.
It's
All
cool.
that could be.
Aaron, you have perfect timing. We haven't chosen the team qualities yet, so you get to be in on the choices.
I got here right just the right time.
What did you roll? You rolled a 13?
13, yep.
That is a hit.
All right, they take
Major.
5 damage.
Yeah, absolutely. So you'll see more sparks as she goes to her knees, starts screaming out. And she looks at you with anger. She is going to jump off the balcony on her turn. And she does go before you go again. But we're going to shift back to the street. This thing's kind of powering down. Duskwing, what's up? You're muted.
I think. Yeah. Sorry about that. I think I want to try to finish it off. Now that it's been powered down, I tell him, you know, you didn't even tell me your name, which is so rude. You totally ignored every question I gave you and just mindlessly told me you want the wizard. I don't even know what wizard you're talking about. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to, you know, discuss this later while you're like incarcerated or something. And then I just go to knock him the fuck out. Big slam.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Same thing. I'm going to invoke my quality on my damage again. This time I want to use my... I'm going to invoke my weirdness magnet quality in order to get a +2 bonus to hit, use my last determination. For whatever reason, you know, fate is conspiring to aid me in this, so I get a +2 to hit to have a 10.
Absolutely. I'll say some drool from the unconscious traveler falls in this thing's eye from above. 1 in a million.
Well, he's still down on the ground, so.
And yeah, so he does. You got an 8 altogether.
I have a 10 altogether
10
now.
altogether. Yes, with the disadvantage that you're imposing, you do hit him.
Okay. Then my normal damage plus the bonus advantage for the quality is going to be rank 11 versus whatever his current defense is. Resistance.
11 minus this number, which is a secret.
He can't have a lot left.
You do hurt him a lot. Yeah. You take a big chunk out of him that time. You definitely notice the difference.
Good.
Mimic.
But this thing's still otherwise functioning.
It
right?
is functioning. It's fully functioning, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That was
so
a lot of damage, but this thing had a lot of health.
So I'm gonna like after Duskwing smashes it and still like functioning, I'm gonna try and go for some similar kind of knockout punch, you know? Like, oh, it's that easy, right? And just swing at it. Let me just roll my thing.
You do martial arts, don't you? Why don't you do like
I
an elbow
do.
drop on him or a flying spin down on his head or something cool?
That's true. Well, I was thinking in my head, I was going for like the sucker punch. Like you already got it grappled, you're smashing it. I was coming up from the other side and just decking it out. Or at least that's the vision that Mimic has. But I rolled a 9.
Hit. I rolled like shit.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Once again, because of Duskwing's disadvantage, yeah. So yeah, give me your damage.
Just 7. 7 points.
So you don't do quite as much of massive damage, but you do hurt it. It is very hurt at this point. You can see like internal components. You like knock a plate loose. His head's kind of off to the side after the hit. But yeah. So for sake of ease, so that thing, he's nullified. He's on the ground. He's at very little. That fight's pretty much won. And the other fight is also over, but she is trying to run. So we're just going to dip out of initiative order. Corbinian. She runs. What do you do?
There's a moment where...
has it been 6 pages yet? I'd like to help
It has
Corbinian.
probably been... I feel like at this point, yeah, you could come... do you roll?
Yes, I rolled 2d6 right before I posted that paragraph.
Right, so you come back with 1.
Yes, so you always come back with 1 health, but you roll 2d6 to see how many pages you come back in. It might be 1, it might be 12, but I rolled a nice 6 right in the middle.
Oh.
So I have 1 stamina, and as I see her kind of faded vision leave and take off, I'll reach over to Corbinian's character, to Aidendale, and put my hand on him. And I want to try to use every last bit of power I have to make 6 duplicates of Wolfgang Aidendale.
Nice.
Actually, I'll try to boost my power, and we'll see what I can do with that. Maybe I can make more.
It's the cosplay corpse.
It's a whole army. All right, so let's see.
LARP. Yeah.
That'll be. Is that
LARP
prowess?
attack.
What?
Is that prowess?
To do the cloning?
Yes.
I don't think so.
Like using my power.
Well, I think touching him would be free because he wouldn't resist.
Yeah,
yes,
right.
but I also want to see if I can boost it to make as many clones as possible.
I think all you have to do is use a point to do that.
Okay.
Well, you can only make as many clones as your power allows, right?
Unless you can boost powers and make them operate at a level higher for like a page or 2.
Yes. Okay. What's your power called?
That power
Duplication.
is alteration duplication. You'll find it in A.
Okay. That makes... Okay.
It's like a custom extra on his duplication, where he's taken the power to duplicate
affect
himself,
others.
able to
Yep.
apply others.
No,
to
I was
it,
just
right.
I looked under duplication. I didn't see it. I was like, what? But here we go.
So I was thinking he could make basically 6 Corbinians since he has.
That's
rank
what I'm
6.
thinking too.
Nice.
Because I have 8 levels in it, but one
But
of
one of
them's
them's
gone,
beyond the shadow,
so I
right?
can make 7 duplicates.
Yes.
Just
and
remember,
so-
when you make duplicates of him, you can't teleport to them because
That's correct. Yeah, I'm just
So
going
you
to lay
want at
here
least
on.
one more you.
Well, I can teleport anywhere, but you guys can't teleport. But I'm just going to lay here in a pile on the floor, anyways, for a while. I'm just making sure there's enough Wolfgang Aidendales to clean up the neighborhood.
Spawn a convention.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
my biggest question here, Johan, is I can make 7 of him. Can I roll extra power as my specialty, since I have that skill, to make more of him? Can I make 9 of him?
So in order to push your power past its limits, you have to stunt, and you can do it by having advantage, which you don't have, or you can spend a point.
I'll spend a point then.
Yeah, you spend a
Does
point.
he have to invoke a quality for that?
No,
I think he
I don't
does.
think
Yep.
so.
Okay.
I'm not sure actually, but I don't think so.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
your power is boosted. We'll say there are 8 Corbinians.
It can be a little overwhelming because you see and hear and taste what they all hear and see and taste.
Oh, I just thought of something good though. You no longer have a duplicate out beyond the shadow. When you
Oh, no,
went
that
down,
one's
all
still
the
there.
duplicates went away. He'd be
Who
gone.
knows what happens beyond the shadow?
That's true too. But I mean, generally speaking, he would go away too. Interesting.
So has she already dove outside the like out into the street and stuff? Like she's diving through the glass and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
She's like on the balcony and like jumping. She's like off. She's in the air, more or less.
Hold on. Oh, I was right there.
You have 8 turns.
Uh,
Yeah, you did go down.
I will point. I will. I will point out to you, GM, that I am. One of the things that qualities can do, they can help people, but they also sometimes can be used to do bad things.
Yeah, create
to us.
trouble. Yeah.
My character, given the opportunity, and he is all kinds of pissed, and now he has the means to eviscerate this poor person with a hail of glass and anything heavy enough to be slammed into her. I am actually acting against my quality, the way of honor. She is fleeing, and I'm attacking her, despite her trying to run away. So if you want to do something with that, feel free, but my character is ignoring his oath, because he's just trying to murder her now. Even if she's fleeing, he doesn't care right now, and he's now given the means to overkill her quite severely.
If I may, that's a great narrative opportunity to make this town fear their hero a little bit more than they used to. There would be whisperings of him being violent.
There'll be some repercussions for sure.
Well, there is one advantage. You're in the one area of town where there aren't cameras on you.
Yeah.
It's the one area of town that is not
Don't-
under constant surveillance. So
Yeah, don't worry. There'll just be songs sung about it. It'll be fine. I agree with you, though. No cameras. It helps out a lot.
I imagine you go to the balcony and just
The whole horde of them
start. Jesus.
and just start throwing everything we can. Bits of glass, like some of the glass that's falling out, they just start pointing their swords for them, and then a bunch of shards of glass just start hovering and
Roll 8d6.
roll.
We'll
try
have
that
you
again.
just do it that. Oh, Jesus. Have you do it that way. Yeah. What do you add to that?
For each, it is plus not 2, but plus 5.
Plus 5. So you hit with 5 of those.
And they each do 5 because that's my telekinetic power.
And are you holding back?
Nope.
All right.
She dared assail the hero, my hero. No.
So
I'm gonna look up the kill results.
You
I
watch.
haven't looked at this.
You watch a horde of Wolfgang step out onto the balcony, raise their swords, and shred this thing with a hail of glass. There's viscera, oil, metal bits flying off, torn to pieces, all while screaming. And then this just completely ruined corpse of a robot falls down, unmoving.
Can't be a corpse if it never lived.
Well, I mean, that's the debate. that's
A robot, man. Never lived.
Well, there's...
On their...
Sounds like it's hardly a robot now.
With their task done for now, they just lower their swords together, and then they form a protective wall around Jessica, standing vigil. Although one of them just looks over at Traveler and gives a respectful nod, and there's a dark light behind his eyes that you probably only seen one other time.
So Gary, you used your thing to do something with your Sentinel 6 buddies. The battle kind of got won. What? So I'll give you some of the what do you want to have happen with that?
I guess they could do the more or less cleanup. I for sure, need to be healed, but that's not the truth for everybody.
Excellent.
But they would, I think, contain anything left to contain.
So as things are being cleaned up, Duskwing, you'll hear big footsteps from behind. And
turn
you'll
to look.
There is a gigantic man standing there. He's wearing an all white suit with gold elastic holding the wrists to it.
Is he really as big as Duskwing, though?
He's much bigger than you.
Wow.
And he has a giant M on his chest. You'll recognize him immediately. He is one of the Sentinel 6. Everyone knows them. This is Mr. Maximum.
Duskwing stands over 8 feet tall when he gets up.
He's literally like a giant.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'm just making sure you...
No,
understood
I'm
that.
aware
Okay, yeah.
of how big you are.
Okay,
Yes.
so he's 12 feet tall at least.
He's 4 stories tall.
Oh, okay. So he's literally a giant.
Yeah, he's like a kaiju. Yeah, no, he's a big guy.
Okay.
Mr. Maximum has the power to grow. That is his power.
Great at garden parties.
Oh wow, Duskwing in the flesh. This 4-story tall Asian man looks down at you.
I turn to look up at him and give one last knockout blow to this thing since he's helpless on the ground. Just wham! Put him out and say, yeah, we've been dealing with some trouble over here.
It looks like you dealt with it.
Nice to meet you.
To the max, he says his catchphrase. This is a shout out to our friend Mr. Kapow, who spent points to name an NPC, and this is that NPC. So yeah, I'll handle it from here, and he'll reach down gingerly.
I'll get out of his way
and pick it up. Thank you, Duskwing. Who's your friend? He'll look at Mimic.
I'll say, well, I've only just met her, but this is Mimic.
Hey.
I hope we can see big things from you, my dear. Ha 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 ha! The booming.
I lean
voice.
over to you and I say, I'm detecting a theme.
Yes.
Oh, but he'll take Sloth into custody. A woman will fly in through the window. Suddenly, Wolfgang, you do recognize her. It is Moonflower herself, the aunt of your friend Traveler. You've met before. She you notice her look at the ruined body of the robot down below as she flies in. Oh wow. So many Wolfgangs.
It almost use and sword up, and they bow a little bit, and they go back to their vigil.
Where is my nephew? She'll look. Oh, dear Traveler.
They gave me the Kali Ma treatment. One minute I was minding my own business, and the next they reached right through my chest and grabbed my heart. I wasn't ready for that one. No one trained me for that one.
For the record, I did not deliberately do your exact stamina.
No, I...
just what I had. Yes. Let's see. She's going to touch you
And finish the job.
I was thinking how inappropriate.
She's going to put her hand on you, and you will be healed
Perfect. That's
How
what's up.
much?
Thank you.
all the way.
Oh wow.
Because you only had 8, right?
That's right. I only have 8 stamina
yeah,
anyways.
you're full on up. So you were at 1. So yeah, she can give you 7, no problem. Boom. You were bad. You feel better. Your wound closes. She'll look around. Oh, is that woman okay? She'll look at the Lady Jessica.
The healer here, and one of them gestures to the person who's probably been cowering during all this poor fighting. The healer here suggests that she is living but unconscious.
She'll
We are
stand
trying to
up
revive her.
and like wipe her hands off on her coat. Yes, I can't do anything to wake her. Smelling salts don't work. Potions don't work. I know. I'm at my end. Sorry, I always get confused when I'm talking to myself. Like in character, I'm always like, "Oh yeah, I'm supposed to respond to that." Oh, that's a shame. Well, do you mind? She'll gesture to Lady Jessica.
The ones nearest on that side of the bed, they flourish and sheath their swords, and then they part to let her get access to her. But they still stand. They face outward, kind of still guarding in case she's under attack while she's doing the healing.
She sort of floats just past you. To give you a better idea of what she looks like, she's wearing purple like spandex with like a black collar that goes all the way up and like hugs the bottom of her face. And there is a picture of a crescent moon on her chest. She has long black hair that seems to almost shimmer purple, and there are flowers woven into it. But yes, that is what she looks like. And she will reach down and touch Lady Jessica.
How inappropriate.
She touches her face.
And finishes the job.
She just puts a pillow. Ha ha!
I have to say, and finishes the job is a much funnier way to go.
And then Wolfgang became a villain.
Suddenly, Lady Jessica sits up, screaming. Where am I? Who are you? What?
I suspect I actually rescued her from right before she was supposed to die, or I summoned her from the land of the dead. One or the other.
Yeah, something definitely. Yeah,
Something like that. I don't know yet. Speaking of which, I've still got that power. Do I know that she's awake now?
No, you don't. You're not psychically linked to her.
Okay.
But
one of the Wolfgangs.
No.
One of the Wolfgangs sheathes his sword and turns to look to her. You are in a city of crossroads in a realm far from beyond the shadow.
Beyond the
I am
shadow.
Wolfgang Aidendale, if you recall me.
She'll hold her hand up to almost touch your face, but then she'll pull it back. She'll be like, "You look familiar. My life seems so far away, like a whisper. Where are we?"
As I say, we are within a settlement in the city of Crossroads,
Crossroads.
Eldridge Hollow.
Eldridge Hollow.
the planet we reside on calls itself Earth. Within the others, kind of look at each other like checking with their solar system. Within the solar system, yes, in a Milky Way galaxy, yes.
What am I doing here? What happened to the kingdom? Is all lost?
The song. There are songs sung of your sacrifice and our victory over Shadow, or your victory over Shadow, we should say.
Am I dead then? She'll like look at herself.
You were summoned by the magics of a hero of this land, calling himself Duskwing.
Duskwing.
This world has been greatly changed by a strange rift in reality that has brought magic and power to a world that already had grand powers of its own.
Also, not to confuse you, but maybe you are dead in this multiverse and this is hell, or maybe this is limbo. We don't really have any proof for that, though, but just make sure you keep the maybes out there.
She'll look maybe troubled by that.
Not helping.
That is Traveler. He is known for his positive outlook on situations.
I've been known to be helpful.
Especially when it involves Grand Theft Auto.
Did somebody say Grand Theft Auto?
And actually, I would like to invoke a willpower test to try to help her fortify her mind, to try to come to grips of where she is and try to help her from not having the panic that probably someone being otherworlded goes.
Yeah, let me know what you get.
12.
Success. Yes. You do manage to calm her. You notice a couple things are bothering her. All of your duplicates. But and then also like you notice her looking at all the like anachronistic stuff, like phones and like like you hear a plane fly somewhere in the distance, and she like she's startled by all these just subtle changes.
Well, at least she's in a world that's mostly archaic currently. Like she's in that one.
She's in like
not too bad. It's not like she's waking up in a Stark hospital or something.
She's not.
That's why I didn't want her to go there.
Parlor.
That's there is much that you do not know of this land of high technology and powered by incredible science and craftsmanship. But I will, if you would have me, I would educate you on all that I've learned in my year passing in this place. And introduce you to those who need your wisdom and need your help once more.
Go
ahead.
She'll look contemplative for a minute. Do we have time? And like you don't know what she means by that. It sounds like ominous.
I must confess that I am when I came through the shadow, through the rift in time and space, I lost the memories from beyond the shadow. I know only I have a purpose here. I was sent here, or I was pursuing something. And some great evils and demons have come to this land. Perhaps. I don't know if I succeeded or I have horribly failed.
Perhaps you were pursuing me. She'll think. She thinks to herself out loud. Duskwing and Mimic, you guys can be back. Everybody's in the room.
Okay. Well, I wanted to have a few lines with Mr. Maximum.
Oh yeah, you want to talk to Mr. Maximum? That's fine. Yeah.
I have a little scene out there.
Yeah.
So after I had leaned over to you, Mimic, I would say, I'm detecting a theme. And then I'll turn back to this fellow and sort of step forward a few feet and bellow up where you can hear me. So, are you from Texas?
What?
Are you from Texas? They say everything's bigger there.
He'll like stoop down and be like, I'm just kidding, I can hear you. No, I'm not from Texas. From California. Can't you tell?
Oh.
And he'll like strike like a cool guy pose.
I'll just, shake my head no, like I can't tell that he's... Well, you don't have a surfer dude accent, so no, I couldn't tell.
Don't be so small-minded.
I'm like, okay,
This is
just
so good.
take this robot into custody. I need to go check on my friends. I was guarding somebody very important, and I want to go make sure that they're okay. And I turn to you and I say, would you like a ride?
I would like a ride. And Max, make sure this one's no longer at large.
I just
He'll
I
laugh.
do a big paw face palm and everything. No,
You could both have a point for this interaction.
that's great.
Both of you get a point.
Well done. That was a great pun.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
You'll notice as he
So-
walks away
so
with the
bad.
robot, he does this like wee with it. So that's FYI.
He's playing it with like a toy.
Yeah,
as
he's
he
playing with
walks
it like
away.
a toy.
That's great.
But you have
Okay.
a bit of walking to do, so you have to do something
Yeah.
to pass time.
Well, as you climb on my back, I say, so have you always wanted to ride on the back of a giant flaming panther?
It's not something that I ever thought would happen. I remember once painting a giant flaming panther on a missile, but I never
Oh.
thought I'd actually ride one.
Do you think you could paint one on the side of my van? I have a van, and one side of it's got a dragon on it, but the other side's bare, and it needs something. If you
I-
can paint, I would love
I mean,
to have a depiction
I-
of my own heroic form on it.
well, the thing is, when it comes to the painting, is that I'm only really good with the line work. Another person in my platoon did the colors.
That's fine with me. Anyway, I then spread my wings and take a nice leisurely 60 miles an hour flight back to the room with both Wolfgang Aidendale and the injured traveler, as well as Lady Jessica.
This person
And I'm loving that ride.
that did the colors, was it
Out of context, that's phenomenal.
what was it the same person that we've discussed previously, or is it a different member of your squad?
Oh, I was actually thinking it was like a different member, like some random fellow private back in the early days
Okay,
of military training. But
you want to shoot me a name and I'll add them to the roster.
yes, I will.
I like fleshing things out this way. It's fun for me.
Oh yeah, cool.
Nerd.
Yeah.
I think we're all nerds here.
How
All right,
about
so we come back to the room.
Yeah, you do come back to the room. No, what were you saying, Aaron?
did you want that name now or
Yeah,
just
you,
like
you
whenever?
can give it to me eventually. That's okay.
Okay, cool, perfect.
Yeah, 30 seconds or they self-detonate.
Yeah, just remember, if you don't name them, chat will. So be quick.
Oh man, that's true. We do have a mechanic for that. Private. But yeah, so you guys are back in the room. Everyone's back in the room. Mr. Maximum has left, and Moonflower is still here.
Wolfgang, with all pomp and circumstance, introduces everyone to Jessica.
Okay.
I give hero names. I don't reveal Duskwing's name because I know you don't want me.
Well,
to do
I
that.
immediately move forward past your little guard, and I know you wouldn't try to block me, but
No,
I
you're
move
not
forward
trying to-
closer to her, and I immediately get probably uncomfortably close to her, which might frighten her, but my intent is to check on her, and I say, "Are you
It
all
does
right?"
not frighten her.
Okay, good. Are you all right? I didn't know how my magic would work. I merely felt that I could call for you. I apologize if I have harmed you in any way.
She pets you like a
Teddy
cat.
bear.
And you look familiar too. Huh. I am fine for now. I think I just need some rest.
On TV tonight.
Bobby. That cookie?
Well,
Mhm.
I am known as Duskwing the Dangerous, and it was my magic with the guidance of Sir Wolfgang Aidendale to. I know you don't like being called Sir. Sorry. With his guidance and an image of you that he keeps in a locket, I was able to focus on your presence and bring you to our world. We have great need of your wisdom, ma'am.
Well, I appreciate that. I don't know where I was before this, but I'll let you know as soon as I manage to find my wisdom. Hopefully it does not take me too long, because I feel like something is going to happen. And that's where we shall call this week's adventure.
Okay.
I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
That was great.
I had a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
I enjoy icons, and if you enjoy icons too, you can check out Steve Kenson's Patreon. It is very easy to remember. Patreon.com/Steve Kenson, all one word. And you can go support this game, its creator, and get all the content that comes out of it as soon as it comes out. They're always updating with bad guys and new rules and secret societies and all that kind of cool stuff. And I believe you back at the $5 a month level, you get to ask for stuff. I don't know. It's a whole thing. There's a whole community there for you to be a part of. Check it out. Thank you, Steve, for the game. I have been the Game Master, Johannan at RockFact on Twitter.
I am the co-host, Casualty CDG. If you like tabletop role-playing games, come by and see me and Jahan every Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at twitch.tv/Johannanon, or on our YouTube, that's Fresh Out the Box. We also have a Facebook, Fresh Out the Box. We also have Fresh Out the Podcast, which is movies, streaming shows, and video games. Me, Jahan, and our friend Drew talk about things that you might like. So listen to Fresh Out the Podcast. It's a new episode every single Sunday. I don't think I have anything else, Jahan. We're doing Green Ronin this Friday, right? We'll be on the Green Ronin stream.
Yes, we'll be on the Green Ronin stream playing The Expanse, checking out the new book. Come with us as we travel beyond the ring.
Yeah, they're showing off some of the new Green Ronin base building mechanics and things like that have been added into The Expanse. So if you follow us on Twitter, you can even save money on Green Ronin stuff. So do that, watch Expanse. If you like it, then you can buy it, and that'd be great. Thanks for being here. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.
And I've been 80 Springer, also known as Corbinian. You can find me here on Twitter under Corbinian, and you can follow me on Twitch at ElectricMetCHSR. And I normally have a Star Trek Adventures Klingon stream every Saturday at around 1:30 Eastern. And if you keep a track of my Twitch and my Twitter, you will find out when I'm streaming, because I do stream somewhat infrequently, most annoyingly, but that is the way of things.
I am Erin Bamia, also known as Erendipity Do on Twitter, or Erendipity in general. And I am a developer with Adventure Slaying Productions, still working on Neo Varden, an original sci-fantasy kind of RPG we're putting out. And also co-host of Adventure Slaying Podcast, where we chat about stuff in the industry as well as other content creators and what have you. And we release new episodes beginning first Friday of every month, actually.
And I am Rune, the leader of a guild in the MMORPG Champions Online. And other than that, probably nobody you've ever heard of. I don't create content. I don't do any of that great stuff. I need to look into changing that, though, because it looks like a lot of fun. In any event, it's been a wonderful night. I've always enjoyed playing with these great people. It was a pleasure meeting you for the first time, Erin. Welcome to the game. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've had a great time. As always, have a great night and keep them flying.
Take care, everybody, and stay fresh.